Hello, I'm Alisha, aka Rhapsody. Welcome back to my channel. And today I am doing my Q&A, or at least the first part of it. I got so many questions from you guys, which I really appreciate. And I'm going to at least get through as many as I can today, without hopefully boring you to tears. I don't want it to go too long, so I'm going to try to organize this as best I can. There are, questions about makeup, questions about my personal life, and I don't mind answering anything and everything, but I'm trying to kind of organize it into something that makes some sort of sense, and I don't know how successful I'll be. So, probably the most asked question was, what is my favorite makeup brand? My favorite makeup brand, well, I'm going to break it up. My favorite commercial makeup brand, like high-end makeup brand, is Kat Von D. My favorite indie makeup brand is probably Firenze. And my favorite drugstore makeup brand is probably Wet n Wild, because it is a cruelty-free brand, which is hard to find in the drugstore, and it typically has more fun colors than a lot of the other ones that you find in the drugstore. But when it comes to lipsticks, I probably prefer Maybelline. I don't know, drugstore leaves something to be desired in every brand. But so upon a little bit of reflection, it occurs to me that Elf and NYX are both excellent drugstore brands. I just wasn't thinking of them as drugstore brands because they're not in my local drugstore. But if you include them, and they are both quite useful brands, I would have to say that NYX is actually my favorite drugstore brand. That's pretty much it. Mostly, I would just say Kat Von D and Firenze. What is my favorite type of lip product? Liquid lipsticks. And specifically, I am completely obsessed with Darling Girl Cosmetics Lip Lock, which is like a liquid product that you mix with eyeshadow, like loose pigment eyeshadow, and it turns any eyeshadow into a liquid lipstick. It is amazing, cosmetically revolutionary. That is like my favorite lip product, just because the options are like limitless with it. In terms of my favorite and least favorite liquid lipsticks, my favorite formula for prepackaged liquid lipstick is Kat Von D's, and my least favorite, there are a lot that leave something to be desired. LA Girls is streaky and you really have to work with it. LA Splashes is really nice at first, but then it starts to flake after a few hours. Ruby Kisses is pretty nasty, but they have some nice colors, and their price point is just insanely cheap. So I guess I don't have one particular one that I absolutely despise, but Kat Von D is my favorite. If you could only use one makeup product for the rest of your life, what would it be? The one thing that I will not leave the house without is some kind of eyeliner. So, my favorite eyeliner, and this was another question, is Inglott's number 77 gel eyeliner. It is fantastic. But when I'm in a hurry, I will frequently just put on Urban Decay's Perversion instead. So I guess just black eyeliner would be my answer. What are your favorite makeup products? In general, eyeshadow is my favorite makeup product. Any eye products. I feel like everything else is just kind of prepping the canvas. You put down your foundation, you are just getting everything ready so that you can paint. I like the artistry of playing with eyeshadow. If if you colored your hair a crazy color, what would it be? I have all my life I had really respectable jobs, so I couldn't do anything wild with my hair. It's the first time in my life I'm in a position where I really could do something crazy, and I have been thinking about doing like a streak of bright lime green, because that was another question. Because lime green is my favorite color. So that a streak of bright lime green would probably be what I would do. I don't know that doing my whole head in any crazy color would look good on me, but I'm all for at least giving a bit of it a try. Do I have pets? I do. I have a dog and 2 cats. I might just insert a picture of them because they're adorable. What would your advice be to someone starting a YouTube channel? Don't expect to make any money. Do it because you love what you're talking about, because you won't make any money. YouTube has a threshold of $100 before you will ever get a check. In a few years I might get that. I certainly haven't yet. So don't expect it to be financially profitable, plus you need to shell out for a camera, lights. You know, you're going to have to make an investment that is not going to pay you back anytime in the foreseeable future. So do it because you care about what you're talking about. It's the only reason to do it. Other than that, have fun with it. Do I have children? No, I do not. My husband and I tried for a while, and there's some kind of medical issue. It's not something that's going to happen for me. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Well, of course, yeah, there are the YouTubers that I personally know, like Irish Eyes Are Beauty and Makeup Is My Art, who are awesome. The YouTubers I watch whom I don't know would be like Biohazardous Beauty, Drac Makins. I like, kind of gothy out there YouTubers. I like that style. Yeah. Someone had asked me where I get my ideas for my style, and the thing is, from the time I was very young, I was, I guess you'd say a punk. I was goth before anyone called it goth, so I've always been kind of out there myself. It's just, what I connect to. What are your obsessions and hobbies, other than makeup? I'm an avid gamer. I've actually been playing World of Warcraft for a decade now. I like to write. I have a number of books, mostly zombie novellas, available on Amazon. I'm a movie buff, especially horror movies. So those are the sorts of things, other than makeup, that capture my interest. I think in a way they're all kind of related, because I'm interested in the unconventional, whether it's, makeup or movies or what have you. Where do I live? I live in New Orleans. That's where I'm from. That's where I live. I have lived other places, especially after Katrina. I did lose everything in Katrina. I had water in my attic, so I lived elsewhere for a number of years, but I now live back in New Orleans. How long do you take to do your makeup? It usually takes me about an hour, and most of that is me compulsively swatching to see what eyeshadows will look nice next to each other. If I could just cut that step out, it would probably take more like half an hour. How do you deal with YouTube haters? I'm an adult. I try to let it just wash over my back. I delete their comments and I block them. And beyond that, I go on with my day. I got a lot of questions from people asking, how do I manage to feel confident wearing crazy colors? And I think I approach makeup differently than most people. For me, it's kind of the point. I'm announcing myself. So, I mean, I've gone into Target with weird colored lipstick and had, you know, small children pointing at me, and yeah, that's a little weird, but I feel like if I'm going to bother putting on makeup, why would I put on something that you can't tell I'm wearing? Makeup for me it's about empowerment. So, you know, I kind of, there were a couple events in my life where I had kind of epiphanies. First, I guess about 5 years ago, I was asked to participate in a gaming council because I am a big gamer. I was asked to participate in a gaming council, and I went out to California to participate, and when I went to this gaming company and saw what working there was like, at the time I had a very professional job, but it was very dry. You know, I would go to work every day in a suit. And I thought how nice it would be to actually enjoy what I was doing in my life. You know, why was I working so hard and not enjoying what I was doing every day? Because you only have one life. And it was kind of an epiphany for me, and that's really when I started writing and publishing. So there was that, and then about a year and a half ago, my father died, and that too just really drove home how short life is. And I felt like if we don't do these things now, those moments are gone forever. So I don't think I'm articulating it right, but I could walk around in neutrals and no one could notice me, or I could walk around and announce myself. I could be who I am and not be afraid to be. And that's what I choose to do. And people can like it or not like it, whatever. So my take on makeup is, like I said, it's about empowerment. It's like modern war paint. When I'm wearing my makeup, I feel more confident. I don't feel more typically I don't feel more nervous. I feel more confident. I feel fearless. You know, when I'm putting on my makeup, you know, I look in the mirror, the woman looking back at me, and this is, you know, my cosmetic philosophy, if you will. But when you look in the mirror, the woman that looks back at you as you're putting on your makeup is a modern day barbarian. It's like a victorious warrior who smears her face in blood after her kill. We're lifting our heads to the heavens and crying, "See me, I'm here." So I wear makeup to say, "See me." I just feel like life is too short to wear neutrals. We should all just proclaim ourselves, wear our war paint boldly, and apologize for nothing. That's my rant. As a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? An archaeologist. 3 fun facts about you. I lived in Japan for a year. I was a teacher for 10 years. And I've written a series of short stories about a zombie sex slave. Bet you didn't know that one. Alright, well, this has gone on too long, so I'm going to cut it off here. I still have quite a few questions. I thank you all for all your questions. I'm holding on to these, and the next time I do a Q&A, I will try and touch upon the ones I didn't touch upon today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Until next time. Bye-bye.